Hello everyone, welcome to another video with Cass on the Maizuma channel. So today I decided to do something for my patrons, which I don't believe I do enough, but yeah, it's something really simple, but I believe it's going to be very useful, especially considering the fact that most people that support me on Patreon also play Minecraft, so it's going to be very useful. As you guys know, we can use these hotkeys in order to get items in our inventory, right? So you see I have a clear inventory now, but if I hit my first hotbar, this is what I usually use to build piston doors, and if I hit my next hotbar, then this is the complement to the first one with lamps and hoppers and droppers. And on my third slot, I have things that I use for mostly for flying machines. And then on the fourth one, things that I use to build minecart systems. And on the fifth one, now I have this little box of awesomeness. And if I place it and open it, this is what you're gonna find inside, which is a bunch of basically tools for you to build in Minecraft. So basically to make your life easier. Alright, so now I'm going to proceed and show you guys what is inside each of those containers. The first one is called signal strength barrels, and basically what those do is they are renamed so that you know what signal strength level they're going to output. And this is very useful when building redstone contraptions that deal with signal strength, because those devices are very powerful. So what we usually do is we fill those barrels with some certain number of items so that we can get a specific signal strength output. And it's also useful to have those inside shulker boxes. So this is basically the same contents but on shulker boxes, because shulker boxes can be outputted from dispensers, so you can even have a random number generator that is very easy to do with different signal strength levels if you have those ready. And of course those are all renamed, so they are very easy to do, including the level 01, which is kind of useless, but you know, just for completion's sake. And here we have all the shulker boxes, of course, also all renamed. And there's even an item sorter. If I place those on the floor, you can see that this is basically an item sorting hopper. So all I need to do is to place the items in here. So it's good for building sorting systems. Our next item is going to be the commonly used dispensers, which is basically a dispenser of dispensers. So you can see that we have a bunch of dispensers inside here, and all of those are also renamed. And basically they're very simple, but those are things that we use when we're trying to build systems. So this is one's filled with minecarts, filled with bolts, bone meal. So if you're trying to do maybe a tree farm, you want to have one of those as well as one of those, because this one is filled with TNT. And of course, once again, you can do this in game, but those are things that I usually use when I try to make my own contraptions. Arrows for machines and fire charges. And these two are very useful because you don't usually get the rockets in creative. You actually have to craft those manually, so having those ready to go is really useful. So yeah, those are here ready to be used. And if you're trying to build a contraption that needs the ones that explode, also those are here. So those are the basic rockets, and those are the ones with the star. And finally we have this one with shears that you can use to design bee farms or sheep farms. What could possibly be next, huh? So next up we have those two shulker boxes. This one for the alphabet banners and this one for the numbers and symbols. So the first one was mostly not done by me, so these were crafted by a user named Fauni. I included a link in the video description to Planet Minecraft where you can find those. But I changed some of those because I didn't like them, such as the Y letter. V letters was done by me, as well as the G letter. I'm not sure if I change it anyone else, but yeah, I guess that's it. And this is all the letters when placed. Let me hit F1 so you guys can clearly see how the letters look. So I think they look really cool, really useful, including the white space as well. Inside the yellow shulker box, we got all the numbers and a few symbols that are useful if you're trying to write anything. So the 0 was made by me, and all the other numbers were made by Fauni as well. So 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way through 9, and then we have the percentage 1 and equals, and all the mathematical symbols. Those were made by me, as well as this. I kind of remade a lot of those. Here, parentheses, the square brackets, double quote, single quote, and then this is underscore. Well, what is this? Since some of those banners can be confusing, I renamed every one of those. So have numbers and symbols, and then you have what they represent in here, including this one that I had to use a Unicode to do. And the same goes with the letters, which are, well, really simple to read, but anyways, it's good to have those renamed as well. And finally, I included some renamed items in here, which once again is something simple to do in game, but the whole idea with this thing is to save you time, so you don't have to keep remaking those things all the time, every time I need to use those things. And finally, I would like to add that more things are to come, guys. In the near future, I intend to add structures to this box as well. So if you want to do the 7 segment digits, or if you want to do a Ito clock, there's going to be structures for those. So everything in this package is basically designed for you guys to design things faster. So this is the idea. If you want to share more ideas, you can share in the comments. And all of these is going to be available for my patrons only. So this is my way of inviting you to support me on Patreon. I think I want to get more serious with that stuff because I have been lacking a little bit. So I guess it's time for me to start to do something about it. So if you wanna know more about my campaign on Patreon, this is the link. Also, well, I will include a link in the video description, and I would be very happy if you would follow me on Twitter as well. This is my Twitter. And also, something very useful, guys. You can basically record this thing to your hotbar as I'm showing you here, and then you can basically use these things everywhere. You can use those on servers, unless there's some sort of restriction. By the way, I forgot a anvil in here. But that should be all, guys. I hope that this is useful to you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, patrons, for all the support all this time. Thank you very much, guys. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.